We regret to announce the death of Randolph Paul, also known as Randy, who grew up in Grenoble while frequenting Leclerc. He was an alumnus of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Randy migrated to the United States after secondary school, where he fulfilled his dream of traveling throughout the U.S. He went home to be at peace with Jesus on Friday, December 17, 2021, at his residence in the state of Hawaii at the age of 50. Randy resided in the state of Hawaii, where he married his longtime best friend, Mary Paul Kahn. Left to mourn are his wife, Mary Paul Kahn, and his 8 stepchildren, Abab, Azam, Amber, United, Sumunda, Laxmi, Abdul, and Hawaii. His mother, Josephine Paul, better known as Marilla, residing in Boston, Massachusetts. His father, Rupert Isidore, residing in Orlando, Florida. Sisters, Jacqueline Gabriel and Selena Paul, both residing in the U.S. Vasilia Paul of Leclerc, Mary Floton of Beauséjour. Brothers, Greg Paulimus residing in Boston, George Paul of Leclerc, Alpheus Isidore Jr. residing in Orlando, Florida, Sonson Paul of Leclerc, Martin Isidore St. Croix. 2 maternal aunts, Joyce Paul residing in Martinique, and Margaret Daniel residing in Boston, Massachusetts. Paternal aunts, Mary Jean-Baptiste of Mondador, Philomene Moses of Grenoble, Catherine Isidore residing in the U.S., Lydia Isidore of Grenoble, Angel Isidore residing in New York, Marcel, Lucelle, and Sophia Renaud, all of Grenoble. 2 uncles, Martin Isidore of Grenoble, also known as Baba, Aaron Renaud of Grenoble, grandmother Dorina Isidore of Grenoble, 10 nieces between St. Lucia and the U.S., nephews between St. Lucia and the U.S., 4 brothers-in-law, Ted, Paul, Tom, and James Nunn, lots of cousins, too numerous to mention, 2 grand aunts, and a few grand uncles. Many friends throughout the United States. Randy's faith and love for others was constantly evident to those who knew him. His passion for reading gave him a substantial vocabulary, which made him eloquent with words and a great writer. He loved spending time outdoors and hiking. He was always ready to lend a hand and give advice based on the Word of God. Randy had a warm sense of humor. He always made sure to show us how to love the isolated and lonely. He walked in constant humility and never claimed to be perfect, and was constantly striving to become closer to Jesus. He showed others how important it was to have a strong relationship with Christ. Randy's family and friends hope to live and love with his examples in mind. We look forward to seeing him again. God has blessed all of us who knew Randy. His love was shown to all. The funeral service for the late Randolph Paul, better known as Randy, will be announced in a subsequent broadcast.